Alright, so this next reaction is three creepy true paranormal stories that happened on Christmas by my favorite girl of mine, Brittany Craft. Yes, even though I'm wearing a Christmas shirt, um, it is 7 days, 7 day seven days till 25 days of Christmas, of course. And I haven't seen any Christmas videos, so I'll try to find it if I could. Maybe sometimes on Monday, of course. So yeah, but we are actually gonna check some very scary stories that has happened on Christmas. Even though it never happened before, I was thought about watching one of the Christmas horrors. Well, that helps me a lot sometimes, but the only thing is, I I mean, I thought it was gonna be Krampus, Christmas, or how you pronounce it, of course, but but yeah, let's check it out in five, four, three, two.
Today's video is all about true paranormal stories revolving around Christmas.
Okay.
Hey guys, it's Brittany and welcome back to Britmas 2022. But before we get into this video, you guys know it is that time again, the advent calendar. So let's see what we got today. Maybe I shouldn't have worn gloves. Whatever. The heck's that, an angel? Oh no, it's a bell. We got a bell, yes. And what is the question, you ask? What's the best part of winter? Christmas, because I can't stand winter. Now who's ready for these creepy Christmas ghost stories? Now imagine for 3 weeks. 3 weeks before Christmas, between the hours of 5 p.m. and midnight, you would hear your doorbell ring. When you answer it, nobody's there. There's no sign of anyone ever being there. Now this happened to a man named Edward F. Smith at his home in 1878. Edward, his wife, and 2 daughters began to experience strange activity at their home on Clinton Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. For 3 weeks, shortly before Christmas, between the hours of 5 p.m. and midnight, their doorbell began to ring. When Edward would answer, no one was there. Now what's really creepy is after the doorbell would ring, he would answer it and nobody was there. There would be loud bangs coming from the back of the house. The 2 back doors would be like someone was banging on it or rattling the door. Nobody was there. It sounded like somebody was trying to break into the house. So this was becoming a nightly occurrence, and it's scary for the family. They don't know what's going on, and it happened for 3 weeks, every night for 3 weeks leading up to Christmas. He was finally able to get the police involved to investigate. There was a captain and a detective who visited the home, but they were unable to determine what was going on. So he had police all around the house, all around the perimeter of the house to try to catch whoever this person was, or whatever it was. But one night, there was a brick that was thrown through the window of the dining room. Thrown through the window. And what's so weird and creepy is that the fact the officers said they didn't see anybody doing it. There was nobody out there. It's kind of giving me Watcher vibes. Ugh, my God. And that was in New York too, wasn't it? Or was it New Jersey? Maybe it was New Jersey? I mean, they're close to each other. Imagine he was the Watcher. But the Watcher was like a few years ago, not that long ago, so never mind, forget what I was saying. This is 1878. So after the brick was thrown through the dining room window, the police then came in the house. They were looking all over for any clues or anything that could explain this craziness that was going on in the house. They didn't see anybody outside. There was nothing. So at first, Edward was really skeptical that the strange happenings going on was paranormal. But later, he then was convinced that must be the cause. And it says in a follow-up article on December 21st, 1878, the New York Times reported that Edward had finally solved his problem. He determined the devil himself must be causing this commotion. He prayed, and the activity stopped. Now let's get into the ghost stories at Hotel Bethlehem, located in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Hotel Bethlehem is home to a number of chilling ghost stories. There are at least 4 reported spirits residing in the hotel, but the most known ghost story is the spirit of May. She was born at the hotel in April of 1866 when it was known as the Eagle Hotel. She had a huge love for singing and performing from a very young age, and her talent gained her much attention, and eventually she found herself performing with great success on stages in Paris and throughout Europe. In 1888, she was making headlines across the country as one of the biggest stars of her time. But she was also the victim of bad press, and her love life was usually plastered across newspapers. In the 1890s, she then met her husband, Francis Clinton, who was a wealthy British lord, and she married him almost immediately. He owned a very famous jewel called the Hope Diamond, which she wore on many occasions. The Hope Diamond is one of the most famous cursed diamonds. Now, it is believed to have contributed to the downfall and death of its owners. But sadly, her marriage to Lord Hope ended. She made headlines again for leaving him for an American soldier. And this American soldier, he then stole all of her jewelry, and then she divorced him as well. But even though she was pretty unlucky in love, her best times are said to have been right at the hotel, singing and dancing for all of those who would watch. To this day, guests at the Hotel Bethlehem, they claim to see apparitions. She's looking elegant, she's either sitting at the piano singing, or they see her pacing around the Christmas tree. Now let's get into a ghost story over in England that goes back to a tragic event that occurred on one Christmas Eve in the late 18th century. According to legend, there was once a fearsome highwayman known only as Gilbert, who would wander up and down one of the town's main roads. One evening, Christmas Eve, a man and his daughter were traveling in a horse-drawn coach when Gilbert apprehended them. The daughter was able to exit the coach, but before her father could disembark, the horses became startled and bolted down the road. The two men struggled to get the horses back under control so they could go back and find the man's daughter, and she was left behind with Gilbert. However, when they arrived back at the scene, she was nowhere to be found, and instead, they saw Gilbert hunched over on the ground with a dagger in his side. Rumor claims that once the coach took off down the road, Gilbert revealed to the girl that he was the one who took her brother's life sometime before. She was then thrown into a rage by that revelation. She stabbed him and fled the scene. Local legends say that Gilbert was buried by the side of the road, and every Christmas Eve he can be seen wandering the same road, waiting for the coach with the man and his daughter to pass by again. I hope that you guys enjoyed these Christmas ghost stories. Let me know which one was your favorite in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, you rock my world, and the song lyrics Michael Jackson. Hashtag team Birdie44, hashtag Barilla Friends, hey. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
That is crazy. I mean, the whole situation about this, man, that looks very crazy. Like, I would not want to go near that thing, man. I'm telling you, bro. I mean, it's like this whole thing just can make you scarier because of, you know, her story that she told us about it. Like, she should have warned me about the situation. Bad stuff happening. You know, you could be trapped forever or killed. I mean, that that was crazy, man. Like I said, man, if I want to be a paranormal investigator, I need to bring a lot of people to 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 investigate. That way that can help. I hope so. But yeah, let me know comment down below what you think about the ghost stories. Three creepy true paranormal stories that happen on Christmas. If y'all want more of this, let me know. I'll check it out. So yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video.